My name is Shay Stafford. I'm 31 years old. I'm a dancer at the Lido in Paris. Here in Paris, it's a part of the French history as well. Cabaret is such a big part of Parisian lifestyle, and it's just a celebration of all things that are French, glamour, women. It's a lot of fun. The first time I was able to do a principal role at the Lido, and my mum came over from Australia to see me do that, I think that was probably one of my happiest moments there. I was just so proud that I felt like I'd made it, because I'd really dreamt of coming to live and work in Europe, and I'd managed to do that, but then I'd worked my way up and learnt this lovely place in the show, and when I did it, and it went really well, and my mum was there, and you know, I had a really proud moment. Famous Copydex, English wood glue, saviour of showgirls. You have to get the English girls to bring it over when they come visit, because you can't buy it in France, and it's the best thing for eyelashes. It's the only thing I find that keeps my eyelashes on. It's strong, versatile adhesive, suitable for paper, card, wood, plastics, metal, cork, fabric, carpets, leather, canvas, and many other materials, for example, eyelids.
And we stick it on our eyes.
I think generally the English girls are probably the more strong personalities in the lodge, in the dressing room, and certainly louder.
Tell them about getting stopped by the police.
Oh yeah, last night getting stopped by the police. No, but I just feel all flustered because I've been in the car for like an hour and 50 minutes and I was ready to kill someone. Really, especially French people.
Rochelle's a very good friend of mine. We've been working together for 5 years. She's a funny old thing. She's from Essex.
Southend-on-Sea, Essex.
She's got a massive personality, and she's great to have around. Just to hear her voice, because it's constant.
With the whole French thing, sometimes the humour's not directly the same, and so they don't. But now we all have quite a good enough facility with the language that we can muck around as much. And it's usually about sex or, you know, rude things like that.
Molly is the newest member of the cast.
Oh, I can't get this. Still not used to these hats. So I swap costumes as well every week.
She's an English girl, and she's only just very recently arrived.
I'm 23. I'm from Brighton, Worthing near Brighton.
She's been staying with a friend, sleeping on her floor for a couple of weeks, and I think she's just received the keys to her apartment.
So this is my new apartment that I moved into today. I've been living with my friend Vicky for the last month, so this is it. Haven't really finished doing everything yet. It's a bit plain and no curtains, as you can see. I'll never be able to sleep in the morning. It's a bit different because I live with my parents at home, so I only have my own bedroom and that, but it's a lot smaller. I've been in Paris just over a month now. I'm really nervous, I think really anxious and nervous, because I got really homesick and I ended up crying every day, and I missed my boyfriend. And this is me and Dan are in Portugal. This was actually. This is taken, gosh, about 4 years ago now, I think. Just missing each other, just missing everything, I don't know, it's really hard, it's not nice. It's like losing an arm.
I feel a little bit sorry for them because they have so much to learn, and it's so overwhelming, and Paris is a totally new city, and perhaps if you don't speak the language, and as well as learning the show, you also have to try and quickly learn the language, find yourself a flat, get a bank account. There's a lot to take on all at once. I generally say to the girls, listen, the first 6 months is a bit of a write-off.
Exciting!
This is what we do if there's someone in the lodge that we don't like. We just strategically place that book on their place.
And it works.
The male dancers at the Lido, half of them are gay. Lido have been there to present the girls and lift the girls or make the girls look even more beautiful.
Lift the 6-foot girls, yeah. Bit bitter, very bitter. There's another story to tell.
For some of the boys it might be a little bit frustrating because there is no principal male dancer or there's no male singer, so they don't really have anywhere to go once they've learnt the show there.
Du panorama russe, ici à Paris, pour la première fois, Olesia, la star.
Secretly, half of them would probably like to be doing the numbers that we're doing, dressing up like us. And I'm sure they do when we're not looking.
Bitch, push me with the feathers. Did you see that all the time?
One particular dressing room is perhaps more gay than the other. That's just the way it happened to fall.
Yeah, I'm okay. It's just twisted. There's a ligament.
Yeah, we do wind each other up and giggle, whether it will be, I don't know, a very good-looking man coming into the audience and the poor things, you know, everyone's so excited, someone good-looking, let's, you know, girls and boys equally flirting with him. This is the cat scene on the rooftops of Paris. So we're all dressed as various kinds of cats, and the star's going to arrive in a plane so she can go shopping on Avenue Montaigne, and then some of the cats will go shopping with her with clutch purses. We can definitely see the people in the audience. I think people are always quite surprised by that. I think they think that we're just performing to a black audience, a black salle, and we can't see a thing. But we really can see, especially the front half. We can see everybody. We can see exactly what's going on. We can see the women whispering behind their hand and pointing, or we can see, you know, maybe a tired Japanese tourist yawning.
Sometimes when the public is sleeping on the chairs and you're sleeping too because maybe you went out the day before, it's not that nice.
Yes, we do have to go on stage occasionally with awful hangovers. It does happen. We do go out, we do get drunk, we do party, and we pay for it when we go back to work. It's very hard. Head pounding, bright lights, eyelashes stuck on, and noise, and you know, someone like Rochelle screaming in your ear, you're sweating vodka. It happens. Yes, it happens, and quite often actually. This is good. This is harder actually than what I just did on stage. You can get away with it. You can hide a million sins with very thick makeup and a great big smile. We wear very tight fishnets, and you might suffer with them because they're extremely tight.
Fishnets, sore, hurt your fanny. What else? Ingrowing toenails. I mean, ingrowing hairs there. I mean, it's just lovely. That's not including muscle pain, hip displacement, twisted ankles. What else do you need to know?
High heels that are 9 centimetres for every single number. That's a lot to deal with, and very heavy hats, or very heavy backpacks, and yeah, it takes its toll.
1 kilo? Ben, ça fait I say 2 kilos, they say less.
I think that's the most difficult thing, is there's so many quick changes in this show. It's fun because you're always moving, but it's like I want to sit down just for 2 minutes, please, and catch my breath.
I suppose it's a miracle that I don't have more serious injuries than I do. The work that we're doing is so repetitive, you wouldn't think it would be like a repetitive strain injury most people get from working in an office or building or whatever it may be, but it is exactly what we have. The repetition is so fierce, and you know, it's just a different kind of repetition as opposed to typing or this kind of posture. It will be that I have to have my leg up here by my head while I'm carrying 5 kilos on my head, and looking graceful and smiling and balancing on a heel like this, that is, it's quite difficult.
Because everything's starting to hurt a little bit, and the hours, it's really unsociable, and you're not in a normal routine. I only have one meal a day because I don't get up in time to have a normal breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's just not. I'm just bored of the nighttime.
The Lido is in its own little bubble. It is in its own little time zone as well. It's something that's existed, and you're spending most of your time with those same people, so all living pretty much in each other's pocket. It's a little bit difficult to meet other people outside of work, and there are a lot of girls working at the Lido who go out with guys that work in the restaurant or the technicians, and maybe it is one of the perks, I guess you could call it that, of working as a technician or a waiter at the Lido. Maybe have a chance to meet a girl that normally you wouldn't probably meet. Also because our hours are so antisocial. Every time we're going into work is when people would maybe be meeting up for a drink or going to a restaurant or hanging out with friends, and we're off to work, and by the time we're done at 2, everybody's either asleep or drunk, and it can be lonely. Having to go in day after day and do the show and find the energy, and then every now and then you have those moments where you think, yeah, you know what, I'm dancing on the stage of the world's most prestigious cabaret, and I'm wearing a costume that a team of people conceived, and giving out this choreography that another team of people conceived to music that somebody created. Dripping in jewels and feathers, and it really is quite special. So try and hang on to those moments, they're precious.